everyone. It's good to see you again. It's been a while since I've done a video. I haven't been inspired to do one. I just wait for the inner call to do so, to share my journey. So since the last time we spoke, I think I was still in Asheville, and it's been more of an inward journey since that point. And I've been in Pennsylvania, and I was busy in July with a few events here in Pennsylvania, and continued into August, but mostly it's been trying to acclimate to the new energies. And of course we went through the triple eclipse, which really was, for me, felt the opening of our new being, of being creators, of being sovereign masters, of creating our world. So it's really letting go of the whole mindset that we had, whether positive or negative. You know, I've worked through a lot of the negativity. My journey up to this point has been a lot about facing my fears, but fears of this third dimension, fears that I've carried through into this third dimension. So now, what's happened in July and August, I would say I released some deeper seated things from ancient times that I didn't know were there. You know, with help of friends and support, things come up and they get shifted and released. But it's all in preparing to claim myself as a higher being, to claim my divinity, you know, of being a divine being of love and light. And learning, what we're doing is integrating and living our spiritual beings in awareness here in the earth plane, creating this fifth dimensional way of living. We are the creators. So we are being guided into how to do this for ourselves, and letting go of our thinking patterns of the third dimensional way. It's a journey. I'm in the infancy stage of this all. Realizing I can create miracles and expect magic, and I'm abundant in all ways. You know, all these things. I know this is the truth of it, but getting there is the journey. So that's my journey right now, is embracing all of those truths that I don't necessarily hold or believe quite yet. So it's more of an inward journey. So that could be why I haven't really shared much. It's being in this, you know, we went through that triple eclipse and a portal, and we're still in it. I think we're still in it. So we're still in that phase of nothingness, feeling and accepting that nothingness, and kind of like floating out in nowhere and not really knowing what we're doing. I feel like I'm jumping around a bit here, but that brings to mind, I went through a phase of letting go of each thing I offer, you know, that I love to do here in this time, but I actually went through feelings of not wanting to do it anymore, like the sound healing, the sound meditation, the journey. I wasn't, you know, feeling it. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe this phase is over. Maybe there's something new coming in. And I would let it go from my heart, only to re-embrace it, only to be shown that it really is my gift, but to embrace it in a new way. Embrace that my voice carries codes of magic for you, you know, and allowing it to come forth. That being said, one of my biggest issues is my throat chakra, is opening up my throat chakra. I've been working on that for quite some time. There's a lot closed off there, and I've opened up a lot. But I think, you know, I'm in the final stages of really embracing fully the magic I have to share. And it's not just through the voice toning, but I also a sense of willingness to teach and to share more and more freely. I've embraced more of speaking during my private sessions, which I didn't used to do. Now it's more direct, and I share from my higher self during the healing session what your higher self wants you to know. So that's how my voice is opening up in ways like that, and I'm allowing it. But again, everything is in its infancy. So I just want to encourage you to, if you feel like you have no idea what's going on, be okay with being there. Because we're dismantling, we're letting everything go so that we can embrace a new way of doing things. So I've embraced, in a way, how to do what my offerings are, the jewelry, the sound, the private sessions, and opening up to receiving new things. But the thing that's different now is there's no fear around this. I'm okay with just being and not knowing, and just being me, just being me. That's the other thing we're embracing. It's just being ourselves, and being okay with being ourselves, and being happy with just hanging out with ourselves. Not having to have a purpose, not having to do anything, not having to prove anything. So I've been okay with things not happening for me. I was very excited about embracing collaborating with other people, and I still am, but I can sit back and wait for it to happen, because maybe it's not my time right yet. I've done a little bit of collaborating and doing a tiny bit of work, but I really think the most important thing for me to do right now is just to be me and be happy with being me, and hanging out with Gaia, strengthening that connection with her, and strengthening that connection with my higher self. And that's my journey. That's what I need to do for me. Yours will be different. So just embrace it, relax into it, and not have any fears or expectations of it. So I'm just continuing in that phase. It feels like not a lot's going on, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm learning to be more of me, and loving myself more deeply and more peacefully and more calmly, without any expectation of something happening or being guided to do something or something coming in for me. That is the journey right now, the times that we're in. So relax into it. That's my advice. Just relax into it and be okay with it, and let things dismantle around you. Just allow it. And we'll just continue to move forward. We're doing this together, and we're doing it separately. So as we work on ourselves, the outside world changes. So don't focus on what's going on out there unless you feel like that's part of your purpose, is to work with something. But don't get caught up in it, because when you change you, that energy goes out into the universe, and it affects change, and it affects change globally. So let's just stay with our own personal journeys and continue to embrace a new way of living and create this new world. And the other thing that's important for us to do is to visualize what we want, to continue to visualize what you want the world to look like, how you want it to be, and then we put that all out there together, and then it all meshes together, and we're creating this new world. So if you're thinking about atrocities happening, that's the energy you're putting out. So let's continue to dream of a new, harmoniously flowing world where we're in our joy, embracing life, and moving freely, and everybody's abundant in every way, and we're honoring and respecting ourselves and each other, and life is just fun. That's what I dream of anyway. So let's continue with that. And there was one thing. My journey coming up. I was invited to do a month-long camping tour of the northwest corner of the United States. I leave next week. Very excited for this. My girlfriend and I are really wanting to embrace the camping and all the beauty of the Northwest. I can't wait to see it all. And I'm just happy that rolled into my life, and I'm excited to move forward with that. And we'll see what happens on my return. We also are holding the Divine Immersion into Your True Self retreat in Nag's Head in October. It's not too late to sign up, and the early bird pricing is in effect until September 10th, and we're willing to do payments if you're interested. but we are very excited to offer this again, and this is one of my collaborations with Kai Shanti, and the energy is just completely magical when we come together. Source has definitely designed for us to come together and combine our energies, and it just creates this container of divine grace in which you can sink into in a beautiful beach house in Nag's Head and just release and really get to know who you are. Release things that you may need to release, embrace things you need to embrace, and we are there for your full support. And it's just opening up to awareness, having awareness of who you truly are. You know, getting to know who you truly are. We did this in April, and it was just such an amazing experience. There's reviews on our website about the retreat from April. There's more information on my website, angelamealy11.com. It'll be listed below. And please, if you feel called, please join us. It's such an amazing journey. So you can check my website for upcoming events. And I look forward to sharing my journey with you again. God bless you all. I love you. Bye.